Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Palmisano here. This one's for my friend Tim. His son Tanner is on my son's soccer team. He's a hell of a player. And he came up to me at soccer practice the other day, and he was like, dude, you got to do this Tim Matthews and Dave Reynolds Warehouse live at Farm Aid. I said, hit me with the video. And he hit me with the video. Tim, thanks so much, brother. Ice cold. Love that look, Dave. Real quick, I I kind of love like the kind of evil Dave Matthews kind of look that he gives, like when he knows something's like really nasty. Totally love it. Coming in B, right. So power chord, B and F sharp, raises it to B and G. So you could look at this as 1 and a 5 to 1 and a flat 6. That's certainly the evil kind of sound. But also just remember, this structure is actually first inversion major chord. So this is actually a piece of G major, if you will. So it's like B minor to G major, because B and G, that's that same type of thing. So you see Tim grabbing the B like this and reaching over and grabbing that G. There's little subtle things in the background. It's the exact same move as, right? He's got it. And you hear it really well when you put the G in the bass, how it just becomes a G major chord. But the chanting that Dave is kind of doing in the background, I know he's from South Africa. I think I'm projecting here. I don't know if this is kind of where he gets it from, but it's such a tribal vibe, especially when he pulls away from the mic, and it's all that kind of B minor, B, harmonic minor kind of just thing. It's so cool. Now I got Dave doesn't get enough credit for the acoustic guitar player that he is, just guitar player in general. He does so many of these quintessential Dave Matthews stretches, and you could tell he's just trying to find the sound in his head, and he's not worried about the fingering or the right or the wrong way. Just remember, if it sounds good, it is good. So he's going straight across. So this is like B add 9, right? 1, 5, 9. Jumping up, right, to get that D note. Okay, so again, firmly in B minor there. She's got that. But is he in drop? So Tim, I think, has his low E string down to B, because you hear this. Okay? B, right? C sharp, D. And it matches what what Dave is doing here. But it's a little bit of a different voicing. It's like, instead of, which really creates this cool juxtaposition. And then that right there, there's that G major triad you see him grab, right? So it's that. So it's B minor, G, 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 B minor, G, 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 G. So what I'm doing right now is I'm audiating. So I'm trying to find what note he's kind of hunting for in his vocal melody to kind of tie them both together. So it's this F sharp. So that's, of course, the 5th in B minor, but it's the major 7th in G major. So your real move is kind of like B minor 7 to G major 7. And that really creates that floatiness.
This world's so frightened me.
Look at that look.
Got me tied up inside for fear of what's coming. Yes, only
that little bass run.
What's coming.
So I was wrong before. Tim wasn't reaching over to grab a G. It just looked like that. It's hard to do this at the same time. This is live, ice cold. He's really grabbing the note. It looks like G, but since it's tuned down, he's grabbing the flat 3rd of B, which is the D note. So it sounds of D, which is that flat 3-1. And so in that context, when you watch him doing all these runs in the bass, so cool. Just remember, you're in a 2-piece, right? Or duo, whatever you want to call it. You might think your role is to play lead and add all these upper embellishments. Don't forget about the low stuff. Don't forget about the groove. Tim does it so well. Up to that G.
Only hope you're here to pull me out once I've sunken too deep in. Nowhere I'll slip away.
So you see Tim, again, add this little kind of bass part. This. Again, you're just outlining this B minor, which of course, it contains the same notes as G major 7, if you will. Because G major 7, again, is just a B minor triad with a G in the bass, okay? So you got this. So 1, 5, 1, 9, flat 3, 1, 5, flat 3, 9, 1. So ascending, you ascend the B minor. Descending, you descend the B minor. Here, move to the bass.
Don't throw away your playful beginnings.
You're way down there.
You and I will fumble around
So heavy.
in the success and be sure to leave all the lights on so you can see the black cat changing colors, and we can walk under ladders and swim as the tide turns you around and around.
All right. Sounds like he went to D major there, okay? nice kind of counterpoint to this minor-based song, right? You go to its relative major, B minor, actually contains the exact same notes as the D major scale. So it's a classic songwriting technique to go back and forth between relative majors and minors, like that yin and the yang, right? I said something negative, I'm saying something positive. Something where I'm fearful, something where I'm hopeful. Classic technique, and I love that it waits till it's 3 minutes in to introduce it. Just a little bit of sunshine, and then back to the ring. Love Tim on the
slip into this crowd. This question I found in a gap in the sidewalk, on his side song. Yeah, the black cat changing colors, and can walk under ladders and swim as the tide choose to turn me. And here I sit, life goes on, and I turn no TV set on a little spot in the middle, static fame, statistical bed.
So people who are wondering, what in the world is Tim playing? Remember, he is drop B, okay? So you see him adding those bass notes to get this, to get the rest of the major chords in key. D, A, and G are the major chords in the key of B minor. Remember, it's all the same key. So Tim has to adjust his fingering on the low string and kind of make up voicings because his tuning, he chose it just to make sure he gets the in the low string.
Soon we will fade away, we will all fade away, yeah. Oh, but this, I admit, seems so good. Had to believe and into it. The smell, the touch, the feel. How could this rhythm ever quit? But my bank's packed, only plain, only there's a hammer. I will. Only there's a hammer. I will.
Great bass run.
Shut up, I'm thinking I had a clue. Now it's gone forever, sitting over these bones I've thrown. You can read in whatever you're needing to keep all your sights on. The black cat changing colors, but it's not the colors that matter, only that we all fade away, yeah, yeah, yeah. And life goes on, and I've turned our TV set, we're all just a spot in the middle, static fame, statistical bed. Soon I will fade away, and we will fade. Statistical bed. Soon I will fade away, and we will.
Goes to B major there. One, 4, 5 in B major. So B, E, F sharp, E. Before it goes, walks up to G, A, and then back to B minor. Very cool modulation there. And again, Tim's voicings, right? He's made up like what you're seeing on the 6th string just to achieve that bass note because the tuning is different. But very cool modulation to be here, which, again, classic songwriting technique. There are 2 here that you see Dave choose to use in the song. One is relative majors and minors, so B minor to D major, okay? The next one is, God, why am I drawing a blank? It's, I can't believe it. Parallel. Come on, music school. Parallel keys. So that would be B minor to B major. So your ear still has the same tonal center, but the function of the chord is completely different. Remember, the third is what creates chord function more than any other note. And so keeping your ear in one place, but changing the function to this bright, happy major sound really feels like the sky is parting. We're at this really hopeful point. I'm not analyzing the lyrics, but knowing Dave, I'm sure they're heavy. But that's kind of the role, is like you're not asking so much of the listener to take this massive jump. You're just like, ooh, something's bright, something's positive, before we bring it all the way back with this lead back to our minor center.
All fade away, yeah, but this I admit it
Right?
feels so good, it's hard to
Yeah,
believe.
see, this I admit feels so good, it's hard to believe. It's a very positive, like, oh man, I didn't think I'd ever get here. It's a hopeful change, right? And you get this. And it's presented with this little almost reggae-ish offbeat, kind of vibe. So it switches to its parallel key, and it gets this kind of little levity to it, like a little bounce. Hope, 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 before we get back into the... And you get the...
Believe there's an end to it, but the warehouse is bare, nothing at all inside of here. All the walls and halls have disappeared. They have disappeared.
Yeah. Double up on the positive. Tag me 2 times. Yeah. Rip. I love that about Dave.
To stay, yeah. Oh, you know I love to stay, yeah. I love to stay, yeah. Oh, I love to stay, yeah. Remember when we were walking? Many things could be better than this, but we do not worry. Many things, they could be worse, for you and me. So in the warehouse, I guess you don't know that. The warehouse, we go drinking in the morning. So that warehouse, I guess you don't know. So that warehouse, every man and woman does
So straight B major, okay? We're all the way up here, but let's do it like this. So B major pattern 1, all my caged people out there, right? So here's your root. Here's your B major triad that you're hunting for. And you're just... over each one of the chords. And you could tell he's improvising, but it's just a straight ahead railroad track of a format. Like keep it bouncy, keep it floaty. You don't have to hang on anything all that long. You don't have to really sell any changes or chord tones. This is key-centered soloing in B major, just... there. Love that. That's brave. I love it when the electric guitar player comes out of the acoustic players, okay? So you got this 3, 4, 5. So I'm bending from the 5. I really got to get up to the 6, But if I get past it, I get into flat 7 land, and that A is not in this bad boy, right? But it doesn't matter because the vibe is there. Right? You can think about it or not think about it, but it's like, if you're gonna bend from the 5, just know you're kind of getting into no man's land, but like, you're out of frets anyway, but you want the vibes, you just go for it. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. Then you got the all the double stops in B. Right? And remember, these are just pieces of chords, right? So think diatonically. B major. Right? This little A sharp, it really would be diminished, but think just your root on your second string and third on your first string. So root and third, root and minor third, root and minor third, F sharp, root and major third, right? Root and major third for E, that's E and G sharp. And now we go root and minor third, but again, because this is B, this full shape, this actually is the 3rd and 5th of B major. So you can stop right there because you get that consonance.
So down there, seeing poured from the hands of angels.
Dave jumping around. Come on, make it minor again. Bring it back, Dave. Nice grab.
Nothing seemed big enough to stay. Lord, we're gonna wait. But you know
there it
we
is.
love to stay. Lucky you babe.
There you go, Tim. Oh yeah. Oh, I love that. Just bitching. Okay. Lot of key takeaways here. One, don't sleep on Dave Matthews as a guitar player. Awesome. We all know we all know him as a songwriter, and he's a great singer. I, for one, I love all the tribal chanting, the stuff where he leans back from the mic and how he kind of can't control his leg. Just his whole vibe is like just a through and through artist. Like, you get what you get. It's deeply unpolished and kind of like, I know you like it that way. Boom. But the songwriting techniques, or vehicles, if you will, that are on display in this song were the things that I really want you to take note of. One, you have this B minor to G major 7 kind of thing. Tim's tuned down, playing a lot of bass part and bass runs, which really make the duo pop, acoustic. But then he modulates to its relative major, D major, just for a taste, right? Just for a taste. It goes back and forth, yin yang, and then for the last 4 minutes or so of the song, switches to B major. Not D major, not B minor, B major. So it doesn't ask a lot of the listener's ear as far as some big jump happening, but the whole focus of the song changed to this upbeat, positive, hopeful kind of vibe, which is absolutely not how it started. And I think that's what people love about Dave Matthews, is because you can have these filthy, kind of riffy, down and dirty songs, but then it's always this positive, uplifting kind of feel that he leaves you with. And it's something he does so well. And that's it. If you dig the vibe here, you think you learned something, please hit subscribe. If you'd like to learn step by step how to break down songs and how to learn this neck, how to improvise, and how harmony, theory, and rhythm all go together, I hope you'll consider joining GuitarGate.com. It's the first link in the description. It's my life's work. It's also the only way you can support this channel, besides just being a viewer. That's it, my friends. Just remember, if you learn nothing else, keep listening to music. Keep this thing in your hands. Keep getting a little better every day. That's what I'm doing, and I hope you'll do it with me. Cheers. See you.